What would you love to see done? Like, what would actually be, if you could put one definitive action on it, what would you want to see happen?
Ban the players. Maybe it's not them doing it, but it's their fans.
Black. Back of a bang, fam. England. I'm proud.
Rhian Brewster, pleasure first of all, man. It's just good that we can relax, have a moment just to reflect, talk about yourself. And I think the initial question I would ask you is, if I say the three words to you, Black, England, and proud, what does it kind of mean to you and your uniqueness?
It means that, like, I'm proud of my colour, and I'm proud to be English. You know, like, a lot of people sometimes can't say that, you know, because obviously there's a lot of things in the world that happen. You know, some things you can't sort out yourself, and you know, but it's good to have a voice, and you know, and the more people that have a voice in the world, obviously being Black, because you know it is harder for us in all aspects. Maybe it's good to have a chat like this, and you know, speak how you feel
freely. I think that's the most important thing. And when I think of freely, I want to take it back. Yeah, I know we was laughing on the way here and we was talking about East London, North London, all the rest of it, and how special London is. But take me back to some of your earliest memories, where you grew up, sort of your beginnings as well.
Yeah, obviously I'm from East London, you know, and it's just like, you know, growing up in school, you know, with the man them and stuff like that. You know, don't get me wrong, I miss them days and stuff like that. You know, messing about in school. No, you shouldn't be doing that. But nah, just like for me, of course, I moved to Liverpool when I was younger.
Based in Sheffield now as well,
based in Sheffield, of course, and that was hard. Obviously, moving away at a young age, but I'm always gonna look back and say East London is always gonna be my home.
Facts.
I'm probably gonna be 50, 60, or then it's always gonna be home.
When I think about you and I break you down, sort of Bajan father, right?
Yeah.
Turkish Cypriot mother.
Yeah.
Man, first of all, the food that you must have grown up on must have been absolutely.
Yeah.
Every day you must have been eating an incredible meal.
Yeah.
But what was that like in terms of the two cultures to coming together and making, of course, yourself?
It was good, you know, having the diversity and stuff. It's not, of course, just one race, you know. And it's for me, it wasn't. Some people would think maybe it was weird, but it wasn't. It was just the normal for me, because how I grew up into it, and you know, the different cultures coming together was great, because it made me, I guess.
It must have felt incredible, because you had a look into both worlds, and you know, coming from East as well, it's a massively diverse place.
Yeah, of course.
But you have two great pockets, two great cultures that you can look into and say it's a part of you, right?
Yeah, of course. I say it's a part of me, and you know, growing up looking into both things is amazing, you know. Of course, even from, if you look past my mum and dad, even to like my nan and granddad and stuff like that, it's just like you see the different types of generations, and you know, I'm lucky to see that.
One of your closest friends is Michael Ward.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, first of all, tell us about the relationship that you two have. And I've watched it from afar. I remember I was telling you earlier, I've seen you two and I see you are real friends.
Yeah.
But how proud is it to turn around and say, significant footballer that's making a great change, significant actor that's making a great change, and you two grew up together?
Yeah, you know, it's mad, because obviously he's like 2 years older than me, so it's not like we were in the same year or anything, but he looked after me when I was in school. So like his age group in the school, they always looked after me, because they always see me as the footballer of the school.
The younger,
the younger footballer of the school. So like, it's mad, because they all looked after me. Like any problems or whatever, like they would sort out. And you know, since as we're getting older, we got closer and closer. And you know, it's mad to see. Like I was with him like the other day, and it's like, we were just talking, and it's mad to see like each other's
progression in life.
That's it, progression in life and stuff like that. Like I watched James Bond, and I was on the phone to him yesterday. I watched it last night, and I went to go watch it, and I just said to him, bro, I see you doing a movie like that.
100%.
And I was like, he's like, hopefully soon. And I'm like, bro, not hopefully, you will be doing it soon. And he was just like, yeah, man, I feel you, bro.
Who was the name that you called on the playground? Because everybody had that player that was who they turned around and said that they were on the playground. Who was the player that you...
on me, man. That guy there. he would just do stuff like out of the blue. Like he would just get the ball and make it look easy and do what he wanted to do with the ball. And like for me, that's part of my game, kind of just doing something that's like someone else wouldn't even think of doing. You know, like maybe beating a player or just getting it, beating him, whipping it top corner, or you know, like even the easier finishes, he was always there and stuff like that, and he scored plenty of goals. Because I used to play, of course I can play like maybe anywhere the front three, but I used to be on the left all the time.
Of course.
And of course, so was he.
That's why he made the name.
Exactly.
That's
So it was like most of my game was kind of playing off him as well.
Let's take it back, man, because I would be amiss to not talk to you about the Under-17s World Cup if you're not sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you about that hat-trick, man, because there's not many times that a player can turn around and say, I scored a hat-trick in that manner, in that situation.
Yeah.
And what was it like for you breaking down Brazil like that, bro?
Yeah, it was, you know what, it was mad because I know, like, you know, when people talking tournaments and stuff like that, everyone wanted a Brazil-England final.
Of course.
And it was mad that we actually met them in the semis, so it was like, raw. Like, really and truly wanted the final, but we're gonna have to do this in the semis, you get what I mean? And of course we scored first, whatever, and then it went 1-1. But I remember scoring and I remember like yeah, this could be the day.
This is you, yeah?
Yeah. And then then obviously they scored, you know, like because we weren't playing bad. It wasn't like you're playing bad and you concede and you're like, oh. And I remember scoring before half time and whatever, and we're 2-1 up and we're going in, we're like boys, 45 minutes, the game's not done, whatever. And then I think it was like 80th minute and I scored again. So it was like 3-1. And by that time, bro, I think I played like every minute apart from one game and my legs were finished, bro. I remember the last, because we made it.
You didn't look it though.
Oh, bro, I felt it. I felt it, trust me.
Is it true you had the gold medal on for a long while afterwards? Yeah, in terms of the winners' medal and all the rest of it, and then you went and got a kebab, which is so East London,
yeah,
and a trim as soon as you landed back.
Yeah,
that is as East London as you need to go.
To be fair, I had it on. I think we all had it on like on the way back, the flight. Because the flight was long from India and stuff. We all had it on. Got back to the airport. Probably all had it on, going home and everything. And yeah, I can't lie, I went straight from the airport.
Talk to me about the highs and lows of that, because you complete it, you achieve your goal, you go there as a team. Think about that squad as well.
Oh, yeah,
it's
crazy.
incredible. The talent that was in there is incredible. And they've all gone on to do brilliant things. But then you're marred by a player trying to be racial in terms of one of your teammates.
Yeah.
So does it take away that moment, and how do you sort of balance that emotionally?
It's the balance between why are they doing that?
That's what doesn't make any sense to me.
But to me, being in the game, it does. Not that they have to scoop that low to wanna be like that, but the fact is, we were smoking them in the final. We were smoking them, and he had to scoop that low
to throw you off your game.
Well, not me personally, but
any of your teammates.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And of course, he tried and he scored straight away. So I remember him going to celebrate in front of him, and the guy just turned his head because what can you do?
You know what time I do like? I watched the World Cup in 2018. I thought the Euros, well, it's actually the last summer now, was incredible, because the same things we're talking about, bringing the communities together. There ain't no more time you're gonna see unification than that.
Yeah, of course.
But you watching it, how did it make you feel as an England fan, as a player, and everything in between?
I just wanted them to win. You know, when you watch them and you see them like winning and stuff like that, like of course when you start tournaments, like your aim is to go and win, of course, and then when you're winning and you know you see everyone getting together more, and then
crazy, right?
The buzz around
the country,
around exactly the whole country, and then you're like, wow, this could be the year. And of course, you know, get into the final and then, you know, sadly losing, but it just shows that football is a strong thing to make people get together. And you know, me talking out and Raz talking out and Marcus talking out about this kind of situation, it's good because it shows that everyone watches football and everyone loves football. Even if, you know, people don't watch football, somehow that makes them together. Somehow.
And that thing you talk about, that togetherness, I feel like is exactly what the knee is about.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the players are taking the knee, because it's showing that black, white, mixed, Asian, it doesn't matter. We're all in this as a collective.
Of course.
What's your perspective on the knee?
Yeah, I understand, you know, like taking the knee and stuff, and me, of course, you know, I'ma still take the knee and I'ma keep taking the knee until things change, and like, because you want change to happen. You know, of course, like even the last international break, you know, when England, I didn't realise who they played. And of course, it happened to Raz and stuff, you know. Of course. And it's just like, things need to happen
over and over
again.
You're a player on the inside. You've experienced it from every perspective, speaking out, suffering from it, but moving from it as well and showing that you're not going to let it hold you back. What would you love to see done? Like, what would actually be, if you could put one definitive action on it, what would you want to see happen?
Ban the players. So like, say they have to give the 3 points up to
the opposition.
Because it's not only affecting, maybe it's not them doing it, but it's their fans,
of course,
which clearly have no education about it. So if their fans love watching their team, so if they can't watch watch their team even on TV, if they can't do that and they have to throw away points, they're not gonna see them at the Euros. They're not gonna see them at the World Cups and stuff like that. So for me, you might as well say you have to give the 3 points up.
Of course. So I'm gonna come back round and I'm gonna ask you this first question over again now as the last question. So when I say to you, Black, England and proud, how does it make you feel again now?
Excited to see what the future holds, and excited to be Black, and happy to be Black.
Facts.
Yeah.
2021, rap, Rhian Brewster.